Hi, I'm Kassia with Intuitive Insights. On this channel, we discuss everything to do with the Ascension process. Today, I'm going to be doing a reading, and excuse me while I adjust this camera a little bit. There we go, that's better. I'm going to be doing a reading for my air signs. So this is going to be for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for the month of July. Kayla and I are doing it a little different this month. We're doing you guys by elements. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, my beautiful air signs. We're going to find out what's going on in your world. What's going on for our air signs for July 2020, air signs. Let's get some energy for you guys. How are you guys feeling? There's so much going on right now. So much beautiful, intense energy. We just had those eclipses. We just had the 7-7 portal. I was slacking a little bit, so we did a live for that on the 7-7 portal. We talked about the merging with our souls, and that was pretty intense, right? So that's definitely going on. That's definitely happening. We have Mars and Aries. I just did my first video for my personal channel that I just launched, Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. If you want to check that out and see what this Mars and Aries transit is going to bring as far as our life path and purpose, healing the masculine, all of this incredible stuff that's going on with that. Definitely check that out. The link is by my description of my services. And just a lot of intense energies. I think we've all been sort of recuperating from all of that. We still have Mercury in retrograde, which is going to affect my air signs a lot, being that you are ruled, but, well, you're not all ruled by Mercury. But, I mean, Mercury is going to affect you, being air signs, that retrograde. Okay. So, we have the Four of Wands, which is, for those of you who follow, and the twin flame readings and stuff like that, one of the cards that represents that, but it's union, it's happiness, it's bliss, it's contentment, it's all of that good stuff. It's like I'm seeing like the castle on the hill here. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is clarity, it's truth, it's communication. The Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So I feel as though you're getting a lot of clarity and awareness around this, around what this means to you, what this is, how you're going to get there, how maybe the actions that you've taken in the past have not gotten you there, and how you can get there in the future. So yeah, definitely I would recommend you guys check out the Mars and Aries video, because it touches on a lot of that stuff. But it's yeah, just what it is that you want and how you're going to go after it, and just like some of the situations involving like where you may have been stuck before. It's sort of like I see this sword sort of cutting that away. And this is once again communication, that energy like we talked about with Mercury in retrograde, right? So it's like you were waiting for this wish fulfillment, and now it's coming in, and we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? So this is like a financial offer. This is an offer of something solid, something stable. So for some of you, you may have been waiting on some sort of job offer, waiting on something to manifest in the material realm. And so that's getting ready to come through for you guys. And you guys have worked really hard. And you've really earned this. And so, yeah, this bliss, this is also creativity, right? This is Wands energy. So it's this creative cycle. Like you're really getting clarity around and having breakthroughs where your creativity is concerned as well. I just see like breakthroughs going on for you guys all over the place. I mean, you got two aces. So this is like new cycles that you guys are starting and initiating. New cycles of communication, new cycles of the mind, new cycles of abundance, right? And just, yeah, so much that's leading you towards this Four of Wands energy. I feel you guys being like having these epiphanies and these realizations that are really moving you forward into this energy, and like understanding where you've been dragging your feet and like not doing that any longer. Like this is, you got the Six of Swords here, right? Moving on to calmer waters. And this is another mental card, right? So it's like the emotions, it's the mind. Like you're moving out of this place of wherever you were trapped in these cycles of the mind, and into a much better situation. Like as you move into a better situation mentally, that naturally follows in the physical, right? And then you have all of these wishes, all of this abundance, like is flowing towards you, and is like the waiting game is over. You know, you guys, once you have whatever this is, this clarity, this breakthrough, whether this is a conversation that you need to have with somebody, whether this is, you know, whatever this is, just a realization that moves something within you, you really, it kind of like propels you toward everything that's meant for you and this new cycle. And then we have the High Priestess here. So this is like inner sight, inner intuition, your own higher self, like really like being able to connect more deeply to that and be led by that energy. And then we also have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. So this is like really stepping into your own sense of inner authority, your own sense of purpose, and really like knowing what it is that you want and seeing that route and that trajectory is being revealed, where maybe like the High Priestess kind of like, she holds the secrets, right? And she doesn't necessarily reveal those until it's time. So there may have been things that were hidden from you before for the benefit of your growth, or because it just really wasn't time yet. And now it's time. And now things are going to start moving. Like, I feel like things are going to start moving pretty quickly for you guys, especially as we move into this next season. Like, as we move into Leo season, you guys are really going to be able to embrace that energy and just really flow with that, and like step into your inner creator, right? You guys are going to be roaring. You guys are going to be embracing and capitalizing on that. And there's just so much success and so much creativity and so much expression. I'm just feeling expression from you guys, like out of the throat, out of the heart, just this full, just really being able to express who you are and what it is that you want to do, what it is that you came here to do. So that's exciting stuff. I'm so excited for you guys, and like what that's going to look like and what that's going to be. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So that's that air energy, right? That air energy of being very decisive, being very just, you know, the Queen of Swords can be a bit hasty sometimes. She can be a bit cold, but she is very logical, right? She's able to look from that logical perspective. So you guys are able to see from a more logical perspective now, because like the ways that you're thinking, you were thinking in circles, and the ways that your biases and these perceptions that you had that weren't necessarily true are sort of being removed, and that sense of clarity is returning. Some of you may want to watch the Neptune retrograde video as well, because we talk about this. That's on Intuitive Insights. If you look in the playlist under Astrological Ascension Energies, is that energy of like, we talk about the veil is being lifted, right? We're seeing through all of those illusions and really being able to step more firmly into ourselves and onto our path. And you guys are definitely in the energy of doing that. And then we have the Death card under that, which is Scorpio energy. But I feel like for you guys, it's like you're being able to see the transformations, you're being able to see the things that you need to let go of, the things that need to die so that something new can form in its place. And you're understanding how these things were transformative for you, and you're really welcoming that transformation energy and just this birthing of a new cycle of just abundance and mental clarity and like decisiveness. I'm feeling like you guys, like sometimes, I know for example, you Geminis especially can be a bit indecisive, right? Like you guys you can have that energy about you, but you're moving into a very decisive energy and just, you know, reinventing yourselves. I feel that for a lot of you guys are reinventing yourselves, which is really cool. And just really, yeah, embracing that. And then this energy of, you know, the Seven of Wands energy, the feeling like you were fighting, I feel like you guys felt for a long time like you were fighting for your perspective to be heard. You were sort of like, you were standing up and trying to trying to express yourselves, trying to accomplish something, trying to do whatever it was that you guys were trying to do. And there was just, you felt like it was this constant uphill battle, this constant struggle. Like whether it was your own self that you were struggling with, or whether you felt like there were outer circumstances as well that were causing you to struggle, and just getting really overwhelmed with that. And then we have this like fast moving energy of, I feel this is all of that abundance coming in after you guys have these realizations and you act upon them and you really throw yourselves into this transformation and allow all those aspects of yourself, all those aspects of your journey that are ready to go and transform, to go and transform, to, you know, metaphorically die. And then it's like the strength, right? Emotional mastery, mastery of the mind, the triumph and victory that comes from overcoming adversity. Like you guys are, and this is that Leo energy again, right? So for Leo season, I feel is going to be huge for a lot of you guys. Like you're really stepping into that. And then you have the Ace of Cups, which is emotional bliss, emotional fulfillment, possibly new love coming in for some of you guys. Self-love, I'm feeling really strongly for you guys. Like your cup is running over, which is so beautiful. And then the end of these painful cycles, right? Like not having to live in those anymore, and really being able to step out of that and step into this beautiful expression of yourselves, and possibly some teamwork, collaboration, and some reunions, some past life energy coming in for you guys, maybe some past life soulmates. So yeah, I know I just threw a whole bunch of stuff out at you guys at the end there, but you know, we just go with it, right? I'm going to do a goddess power card for you guys. Yeah, I'm feeling that for you guys right now. So we've got July 2020, air energies, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, air energies, July 2020. July 2020. Air energies. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. July 2020. What have we got? Okay, she wanted to come out. Holy shit. All right, we're not going to read all of these, but I mean, it did all come out. So we have Mama Kocha, water. So this is emotions. This is navigating that flow of emotions. Like emotion isn't necessarily always easy for you guys because you're very mind-based. You're very logic-based. So you're sort of learning how to synchronize that. And this once again brings me back. You guys should watch the Mercury retrograde video on here as well. That might be helpful for you guys. It brings me back to that. It's the balancing of the emotion and the logic. And just really, like, some of you starting to feel safe, and this is card number 33, by the way, starting to feel safe expressing your emotions where maybe you didn't feel safe doing that before. And just like a deeper level of emotional truth that's coming through for you guys. And I also just feel this is like the quenching, refreshing waters of change and purification, and that whole process that you guys have been going through. Water is fluid and passes through cracks and flaws in the ground without stress, moving around obstacles and patiently wearing away the most jagged rocks until they are smooth and gleaming. Water ebbs and flows, comes and goes in a powerful rhythmic motion as the seas and oceans reveal their promise of release and return. Blah, 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 blah. The answer to your question lies in determining what form of water reveals the conditions of your life, and then recognizing the next evolution of your life's potential. If you are in an ebb, you can expect a flow. If things are temporarily frozen, soon they will melt. If it seems that your world is too wet and temporary shelter is needed, you can expect new growth and sunny days again. So those transitioning, those seasons, right? That transformation energy, that harvest coming in. If you're in an ebb, expect the flow, right? Mama Kocha reminds you that the waters of your life are perfect as they are now and just as perfect in the way they will evolve. Unlimited potential is revealed when this goddess comes to visit. So all of that goodness, right? All of that good coming in for you guys. Yeah, and just staying in that space of gratitude, getting in that place of gratitude is going to move that momentous energy that much quicker in your favor. And then we have Yi, the sun. So this is just more abundance, more blessings coming your guys' way. Ocean, generosity, right? So gratitude, right? Gratitude, giving in order to receive. Giving is receiving, not giving in order to receive. Like knowing and understanding that giving is receiving and receiving is giving, and just really stepping into the flow of that as well. And just that generosity of heart, right? That emotional energy, that generosity of heart, that generosity of spirit, that new cycle. And then we have Isis, rebirth, right? The death card, like we talked about, rebirth, transformation. Then we have Nemesis, the past, and Shakti, transformation. Yes. So you guys, like, you're being reborn, you're transforming the past, you're transforming all of these stories. It's like, take what you learned from the past, take the lessons, take the wisdom, but leave all the baggage, leave all the guilt, leave all the resentment, leave all of the wounds and the attachment to all those stories behind. Like, you learned and you grew and you gained wisdom from that, but that's no longer who you are. That does not dictate who you will become. So it's releasing all your attachment to the past, releasing that all that attachment to who you thought you were or who you used to be, so that you can become who you are meant to become. And then on the bottom of the deck, we also have Persephone, an experience. So look at things like through the eyes as though everything's new. Look at the world through the eyes of a child. Be willing to be humble. Be willing to be teachable. Some of you may have teachers that come your way. And so just allowing yourselves to be teachable so that those teachers can come to you, and allowing yourselves to make mistakes. Like, this is a whole new cycle for you guys. That means it's like some things that you haven't done before. As you're letting go of all of these past stories and attachments, you're going to be stepping into uncharted territory. So just allowing yourselves, like, knowing that you don't have to be perfect in order to do something, right? Like, you can learn along the way, and just embracing that part of the journey, and like knowing that you don't have to know it all now. You learn as you go, and just be willing to learn as you go, being willing to think on your feet, being willing to make mistakes, being courageous, right? Calling in that Mars energy, calling in that Leo energy, like we were talking about. Be the lion, be courageous, and just step forward and shine your light in the world, and be willing to fumble the ball a couple times, because that's how we learn. And then we also have Lakshmi, fortune. So boom, you guys are just like raking it in right now. This is that Ace of Pentacles energy, right? There's just so much good fortune and abundance coming your way in all aspects of it. You get to choose, what does abundance look like to you? And you manifest that. Does it look like finances? Does it look like creativity? Does it look like relationships and love? What does that look like? Does it look like that feeling of like the Ace of Cups, like your cup just running over with self-love and gratitude? Like, what does that look like to you? You can create that. You can have that. And that is coming your way. And the things that you focus on right now and the energy that you put into that focus is going to build that momentum. And it's just going to be like a waterfall. It's just like the water, right? When it bursts through the dam. And it's going to be, and that dam was all of your setbacks. It was all of your wounds. It was all of those old stories and those attachments and all of that stuff that you're learning to let go of right now. And then miracles. Expect miracles, you guys, because they are coming. And flow. Stay in the flow. And then Spider Woman, co-creation. I like that. Co-creation. I'm going to read that for you guys. I've never seen this card before. This is exciting. This beautiful golden disc behind her kind of reminds me of the sun as well, but it's got like that red fiery tone of Mars, right? Let's read into that a little bit. From the rich red earth, the Navajo goddess Spider Woman rises up to help you weave your dreams into the fabric of reality. She is here to remind you that your vision of the form of your desire is not as important as its essence. Knowing why you want to create something, what motivates you, what inspires you, and what beauty you're dreaming to bring to life is key at this time. The collective dream is being manifested by the co-creative relationship between your imagination and the universe. So call to best Call to the best within you and weave your world into being with intentionality and humility. Remember that you can't control the form. Accept life on life's terms. When this goddess spider woman appears, she heralds the creation of a most beautiful dream that springs to life as if by magic. Stay with it. We need your dream to be added to the web of all creation. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's amazing. Interesting. I'm going to pull one of these for you guys too. The Kuan Yin Oracle. See what additional advice we have for our air signs. Divine Feminine Goddess Kuan Yin. What advice do you have for our air signs for the month of July? Taurus, Libra, Gemini, July 2020. Air signs, July 2020. Okay. We have the Threshold and To the Celestial Mountain. So you guys are on that threshold right now, right? It's that threshold between your old life and your new one. At the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, spiritual service to humanity, and joy in your own soul. Congratulations! You are embarking on a phase of deepest soul liberation into freedom of love that triumphs over fear. It has been quite a journey. Many, many lifetimes and much inner work has been required for you to be able to perceive the light of the divine even underneath the density of fear. You are fast approaching the karmic threshold where you can shift from fear-based to love-based embodiment, right? That's what this whole ascension journey is about right now. That's the major choice point that we all have. Fear versus love. And every decision that we make, every word that we speak, every thought that we think, every action that we take is cementing us into one of those timelines. We're choosing, every choice that we make is a choice between fear and love. So just, you guys are really, you're getting that and you're moving into that space of embodying that choice of love, choosing love in everything that you do. And of course, we always, it's not going to be 100% of the time, but you guys are choosing love more and more frequently, and you are moving yourselves into that timeline. You are connecting with that timeline. And because you're connecting with that timeline of love, that fifth dimensional timeline, that's why these floodgates are bursting open for you guys. That's why all of this abundance is getting ready to come in, because you are unlocking that potential. This is a sacred and important time where it is wise to surround yourself with those that are able to support you in this love-based reality. In the near future, you will be able to sustain your vibration even amongst beings that are based in fear, and then you will be of even greater service to life, love, and divine power on this planet. For now, allow beloved Kuan Yin to help you connect to the beauty and potency, the love and fearless, endless joy of your own higher self. Do not be disheartened by any old fears that are surfacing. You do not need to create a story out of them. You can just observe them with love and allow them to pass. It is just your inner self releasing any vibration which is not aligned with unconditional love. Sometimes there can be, so don't overthink it, guys. Just allow it to be and allow it to pass. Sometimes there can be a deep testing on the threshold. This is not an exam to be afraid of, but an opportunity to realize your development and to really be secure on a firm inner spiritual foundation before moving forward in your soul service to others through how you live and be on this planet. It is no use in preparing to assist others on a higher scale and moving from fear to love if you are still making the transition yourself. Let yourself stabilize in the new vibration. Then your ability to help others will increase naturally with much grace, assistance, and effortlessness. And well done, beloved. There is much love and celebration in the spiritual worlds about this shift for you. Remember that the only defense ever needed, no matter what the apparent fear or threat, is unconditional love in the heart, which allows for compassion and detachment. You are safe and you are quickening in your readiness to pass the threshold. Your journey is truly blessed. How perfect is that? And then we'll look and we'll see, because this one popped out with it. We'll see if, to the Celestial Mountain, we'll see what this has to say. There are times when divine energy is needed to help us achieve our spiritual goals. When you do not feel completely in control of your destiny, the divine is usually gifting you with an opportunity to reach for assistance and to invoke divine power, to call to the Celestial Mountain so that you might be gifted with a far superior outcome. Your permission to beings that love you unconditionally to offer you help is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower those forces to come to your aid and help you manifest your life purpose and destiny. So you guys are manifesting that life purpose. You guys are manifesting your destiny. You're on that threshold. And so as you are presented with some of these final challenges or these final opportunities to really make these deep and profound decisions between fear and love, if you need assistance with that, you are absolutely able to call upon the assistance of your team, of your angels, of your guides, of any other people who, any mentors, any people that you love and that you trust, like to call on that for support as well. But really, especially to call on the divine. Like, we're learning to co-create with the divine. So we don't have to do this all ourselves. We can lean on the divine. We can ask the divine for assistance. That is like the divine is love, right? So when we are choosing and asking for assistance from the divine, we are choosing love. Yeah. You're being asked to empower the divine to help you, to call to the Celestial Mountain within your own heart, to reach out and allow the divine to assist your current life unfoldment. We live in a free will universe, and no matter how much you are loved, in fact, because you are so loved and respected, no being will intervene for you without your permission. Yeah. Do not believe that asking for help means you will grow weak or dependent and not grow spiritually. You are doing this to grow in your own mastery at a soul level, not to hand over your life and not take personal and spiritual responsibility for it anymore. Asking for spiritual assistance helps you grow in trust, wisdom, and understanding of the nature of the universe and how it operates. Learning to ask for and receive divine assistance helps us to learn the art of surrender, so that we can merge with greater spiritual forces than our own individual selves, so that we can merge with our souls, right? Like I was talking about at the beginning of this video with the 7/7 portal, this process of merging with our souls, right? And just allowing that, asking for help from your own soul. I've been learning to do that more as I've been developing a deeper relationship with my soul. I have been asking my soul for help, asking my higher self for guidance, like really committing to this journey with this soul that chose me to incarnate into, to achieve this mission in life, right? And the more I merge with my soul, the more my soul's mission becomes my mission, right? Because that is my higher self, that is my higher mission. And just really allowing the merging of that. And yes, you will discover that your divine self is a powerful living expression of the source of the universe, right? Because that's what we are. We are source. We are creator gods. We are beautiful individual sparks of that one infinite energy. You have within you the power, love, and sustenance of the source of life itself. Yes. When we call to the Celestial Mountain, we are remembering that we are divine in our own heart. We gain power through this remembrance, and we can help others remember too. So the more you choose to spiritually empower the divine to assist you, the stronger and more conscious your relationship with beings of light becomes. And the more you begin to realize the similarities that exist between your own divine nature and these beings, right? Because we're all one and the same. In other words, in keeping good spiritual company, you begin to realize your true nature. And so this is everyone that you surround yourselves with, and really surrounding yourselves with people that inspire you, people that are moving in the directions that you want to move, people that resonate with you energetically and vibrationally, and really drawing those people in. And those people are going to be called to you like moths to a flame as well, as you really connect with your own soul song. And as you start to cross over this threshold, as you just become and bloom into more of your beautiful selves. Make sure that you empower those beings who genuinely love you unconditionally. When asking for help, always say 3 times, I call on those beings who unconditionally love me. And then say, I thank you for your clear guidance and assistance on this matter so that I may go on my own spiritual mastery with peace, love, and joy of my own free will, so be it. You don't really have to say all that. I don't. That's nice guidance, but I don't say all that. I talk to my guides and my angels just as I would talk to another person, and I ask them for help. I mean, sometimes our conversations get a little bit heated when I'm getting a little bit frustrated. So talk to them, ask for assistance however you wish. I mean, I do it with the utmost reverence and respect. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes if I'm frustrated enough, I'll swear at my guides. I'll swear at Source itself. And I mean, they just laugh at me. They think it's funny. It's ridiculous. This whole everything that we go through is just, like, Kayla and I talk about this all the time. It's just comical to them, probably. You know, it's just everything that feels like such a big deal to us is just not. And so they don't really care. They don't get offended by any of that. They're always there to help us. All you have to do is reach out. If you reach out for assistance and you do it with a pure heart and true intention and desire, like, that will be received. If you guys need assistance as well, I do personal readings. Kayla does personal readings. We both do energy healings. We offer a variety of different services, so just check those out in the description box next to each of our names and reach out to either one of us if you resonate with us for a session. I mean, they can be so absolutely helpful. I have a service now where I do a reading combined with an energy healing session afterwards, where we work through energetically some of the blocks and some of the different stuff that comes up, set really firm intentions, and really target the healing to be as beneficial for you as possible at this time. So I definitely recommend checking that out. If you like this video, give it a like, comment if it resonates. We really appreciate hearing your comments and what you guys are going through. And yeah, I think that's about it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. That way you'll catch more videos. Check out my personal channel. Kayla has a personal channel as well. That information is in the description box next to her name. You know, check it all out. There's never too much support and too much information and too much guidance, you know, but at the end of the day, like, what you guys are learning to do and what we should always do is trust our own internal guidance, because that will never ever steer you wrong. That is your soul, that is your higher self, that is, you know, your guides communicating with you. And like, the more you're able to get in touch with that, the more harmonious this journey can be, and the more magical it absolutely becomes. So enjoy your month of July. I'm really excited for you guys. I'm really excited as we move into Leo season to see what that has to offer, and just the beautiful, like, let me know if you guys are starting some creative projects and just really stepping into your own, and like, these cycles of abundance are starting for you guys. Like, I want to hear about it. Kayla wants to hear about it. That stuff just, like, warms our hearts and our souls. So we love you all so absolutely much. And until we meet again, have a lovely day, evening, whatever it is when you are finding this video. Bye.